Hey, you guys, so I'm gonna take y'all on a ride along. Normally, you see me talking, but I ain't gonna even lie, you guys. I look a hot mess. I've been down with on vacation, mandatory vacation. Get it? Because of the C19. Um, all is well. Thank God I didn't get affected bad like everybody else did. But we already got the harassers every time you leave your house, especially this lady right here, you guys. It's so sad. This lady right here, when I was washing clothes, she tried her best to cause a ruckus. And what I mean by that is um on day 5, let me tell you the story. You are allowed to be back into your environment if you feel you don't have no symptoms. Now I still have the coughing symptoms, so I don't want to go around a crowd of people, but I chose to get up and wash my linen and things like that, because in my mind I'm like, if you're contagious and you're laying on your linen, then obviously your linen is contaminated. So I get up to wash my linen. As I go in there to wash my linen, okay, my machine is almost done. That lady that I just showed y'all, she comes running in there. This is like the second time I only washed in this apartment complex. And the same lady came in there before. Let's go back, rewind. Previously, when I was washing, I was at the drying process already. This lady comes while I'm taking my clothes at the lower dryer area. She starts putting her clothes in the dryer above me, but not waiting for me to move. So as I reached up, I didn't know she was reaching over me. Excuse, you're gonna hear the cough every now and then. She reached over me, and so as she reached over me, I bump her, and I'm like, oh my God, like I got startled, because I'm like, I didn't even know that she was there, you know what I'm saying? So I got startled, like, oh shoot. And so I got mad. Like, if you see somebody getting something out, you can politely just wait until they're done. Why reach over them? Is not that serious. And she's on her phone, right? And instead of, she's laughed like, oh, like me, I don't like when people laugh. That's not funny to me. So it comes off as like, it aggravates me even more. So she laughed. And I was like, that's not funny. Like, you could have waited until I was done. Like, what's the rush? Then she plays like she doesn't understand English. That was strike 1, you guys. So we still to being the people that we are, and I say we because you don't have some things that had plucked your feathers, but you still continue to be generous and nice. So then after that, I'm like, we see her carrying her baby, and then so we open the gate for her. Like, let's hold the gate for her. She walks by and looks like she queen of Egypt and don't say thank you or nothing. Okay, so that's when I was just like, oh gosh, she's just rude on top of rudeness, whatever, right? So we was like, Lord, just leave her alone, so let's not speak. Because the only reason why I try to maintain a relationship with this lady, not a relationship as to get to know her, but being cordial, is because her husband's a very nice man. When he comes, he'll open a gate for you. He says hi, good morning, all that good stuff that normal neighbors do, where he try to stay out of it, whatever. Okay. Then all of a sudden I start speaking to him too, because now y'all are a packet. Y'all are a packet deal. Check your lady. Okay. Long story short. So now let's fast forward to the present. So you guys, I'm washing my clothes, sick and all. Okay. But I'm past contagious stage. So don't worry about, oh, why are you out anyways? According to the CDC, it takes 5 days. I went on day 6. I'm in there. My clothes cycle is about to stop, right? And so when my clothes cycle stop, I'm trying to get my stuff out of the washing machine. She comes and places, listen to me, places her dirty bag of laundry in front of the machine that I have to remove my stuff from. Did you hear that? Places it, and I was like, what kind of crap? And then the problem that I am having, if we have 2 rows, and the 2 rows that you have, I was in the last row, and there's a front row. In the front row, there was nobody washing, and the machines was all empty. So why would you come to where I'm at, right, to put your stuff in the machine that I am in? It don't make sense. right? So what happened was, when that happened, I don't like when people come behind my car, so I'm gonna come back on this side. I don't know who this are. These people right here been just standing there, so I gotta come on the other side because I can't tell when they have their face covered and stuff like that. You guys, you gotta be cautious. And they came and stood right behind my car, so I don't know who these people are. Okay, and so long story short, and then they just stared the whole time, so that's why I moved. Anyways, so back to the story, right, you guys? So she puts her laundry bag right in front of my laundry, and she sees me taking out the stuff, and you can see which one is in use because the numbers at the top, it tells you. It's clear as day. It says in use. Okay, and she looked like she looked at all of them before she even displayed these actions. Okay, and then so I go, you need to move your stuff. Like, I'm not having that today. I don't feel like, I'm not in the mood. And then she looks at me like, why? I'm looking at her like, and I was like, move your stuff. I'm not having that today. Like, you see my stuff right here. Move your stuff out the way. I wasn't nice, like, excuse me. I said, move your stuff. And I mean now, move it. And like that, I said it just like that, rude, you guys, because it's only so much that you can take. You're not going to keep being, please, can you move your stuff? Or, oh man, my stuff is in there. And I said, all this space you have up here, you chose to come back here because you want to start some stuff, right? And then she was like, she goes, I don't understand. There she go again, but she don't understand. This is my thing, you guys. Even if we have language barriers, you know what I'm about to say, there is still level of ways to respect somebody, even if you don't comprehend what is being said. If I see somebody's washing and I have a language barrier, that does not stop me from having the common sense that's needed to know, like, oh, somebody is using that, and if this person's in there, it might be this person that's standing right here next to me. So to me, it's no excuse because she says, she goes, why? I don't understand. Okay, so then when she moves her stuff and I get my stuff out the washing machine, you guys, that should have been like, oh, my bad, you know, like, dang, even if she claims she doesn't understand, my bad, now I know why you was angry, because my stuff is blocking your stuff. But you clearly came in after me. You clearly see me standing there removing the stuff out of the washing machines, so it was no excuse. But that's the stuff we do it, and guess what? I got it on tape, you guys. So, and then after that, she kept rolling her eyes like she was mad and whatever, and I kept looking at her like, what? You know, in my head, I saw my son is at the house, you know, and I always want to let somebody know what's going on. I told my son, I'm probably about to fight this lady, so, you know, if I go missing, you know, have your cell phone and call or check, or you might have to come up here. I'm at the laundry room. I was on the phone with my friend at the same time too, and I'm telling her, and she was like, well, you know, she said, it's, you know, you're tired of people, because she knows I'm nice. She said, don't let nobody walk over you. Do what you got to do, girl. And we was just laughing it off, and it's always good to have somebody to laugh it off. I know this is a long story, but the moral of the story is, like, these people will do stuff to you, and when you stand up for yourself, they get offended and defensive. How you gonna start something with somebody, and then when I'm not allowing you to start something with me or to treat me a certain way, you're getting defensive? And now she's walking around rolling her eyes. Okay, she can roll her eyes all she wants. That doesn't affect me. But when you enter into somebody's space, then it's time for me to speak up. So now when she walks by, like right now, I'm leaving, you guys, to go to Walgreens to get medication for this c19 mess. Okay, here she come in her boxers. That means she had to hurry up because they didn't know I was leaving. She comes in her boxers and a jacket, and make sure she sees me staring at her. Girl, staring don't do nothing to me. But as soon as you come in my space, that's when I feel you have the right to protect yourself. So stay, whatever you need to do to protect your stuff, whatever you need to use to protect yourself, keep it on you at all time. Because soon as she come in my space, you guys, I'm not that type of person where I'm gonna sit there and assume you're gonna do something. I'm already gonna assume that you're in my space because you want to get close to me to cause harm, especially if you keep mad dogging me and looking at me crazy like that. I'm not gonna even say nothing to her, because I always try to tell my kids, don't be the person to start something something, but be the person to finish something. You get what I'm trying to say? So her looking and all that, if that make her sleep at night because she felt like, oh, I mad dog her and I went inside, but you don't even realize what you're doing. Okay, then let me tell you what they did after that, you guys. It gets juicier. This is all why they know you sick. They don't care. Let me tell you. So now I'm taking my clothes and putting them in the dryer. This lady just went in there to wash her clothes. All of a sudden, she got clothes that needs to be dried as well. How did you get your clothes from being in a 25-minute washing machine to be done in less than 10 minutes, and then you're already ready to put them in the dryer? Okay? So I even took video of that. I was like, so she's already putting her clothes in the dryer too? So it's like they're like robots. They mimic every little thing that you do, like they don't have no life, right? So I start putting my stuff in the dryer and I leave. And I was like, well, and I'll come back and check it. When I come back to check it, guess who follows me to come back and check their clothes, right? Her stuff says like 40 minutes. Mine's probably is down to like 3 minutes. Okay. She stands there like she's waiting for her clothes to dry. Girl, you just put your clothes in there. Any other time you like to walk back and forth like everybody do. Most people put their clothes in, they go home and then put a timer on their phone and then come back. Boom, I do the same thing. Today she wants to sit there and wait for her 45-minute clothes to dry. Like I was supposed to rush and hurry up. Like, let me hurry up because she's standing there. So I took a video of that too, you guys. And I was just like, I was like, you can stand there all you want. I was like, I'm recording, talking mess, showing you guys what she's doing, So I was like, she can talk mess all she want. Long story short, right? So this is the stuff that we have to deal with, you guys. All this type of crazy mess that we got going on. So that's what I just wanted to update y'all on that situation. It's a lot going on here. Y'all be safe. What else is there to know? Also about the C19, you guys. So this is my take on it. What happened was I started off with a cough, and then the cough went and stopped, and then from the cough it triggered me to have what is called like a minor headache. From the minor headache, it felt like my legs start hurting, like you felt weak, whatever, you guys. But my symptoms only lasted it started to get better within 24 hours. Everything slowly starting to get back to normal, put it that way. Okay. And then on top of that, I have relatives that was like, oh my God, did you get the pokey? And I was like, I didn't get no pokey. Well, you should get a pokey so you don't get it bad. I'm looking like, no, but I'm doing fine. It's over already, And okay, so the people that calling me, asking me, I get the pokey, they end up getting the same C19. Okay. They got the pokey all the way up to the booster. Okay. So when they're calling me, excuse me, asking me how I'm doing, then they're doing very, 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 very bad. To the point where they had to go to the hospital more than once. So that was just my point of telling you, like, God, don't be fearful. It attacks everybody body different, whether you got the pokey or not. My family don't have the pokey, and that's what happened. We didn't get it bad. I have family members that got the pokey, and they still got it worse than the ones that didn't have the pokey. So it's all depends on the person, I believe. Or right now, the pokey still needs to be fixed a little bit, adjusted. I'm down for the pokey, but when it's all the way adjusted to the point where, like, when we was younger, we got the measles pokey. When we got the measles pokey, guess what? We didn't get the measles. We was around a whole classroom, and if you had the measles pokey, you didn't get the measles. You went home non-measles free, pretty much. But yeah, so that's what's been going on in my life, you guys. Hope everybody had a happy New Year. I was in the bed sick for New Year's, but not sick to the point where I didn't survive. If God brings you to it, he will bring you through it, no matter what the situation may be. All right. So that's all I wanted to bring to y'all attention. Remember the last time I spoke to y'all, I was saying I was going to work on doing something, making videos. to represent us in a better light, because when you Google it, all you see is negativity, crazy mess, right? So that's what I was doing. Hopefully I bring us justice, because it's not easy, especially when you don't know what you're doing. But I just want to do it and try. If anybody knows how to do all that type of stuff, let's collaborate and let's get it popping. All right, talk to you guys soon. Sorry I didn't get to see my face and you just looking at cars and all this mess. But I'm gonna post this video. Then I want to post you guys the video of how my laundry room looks, so y'all can understand, like, and a picture of this lady. She crazy. But if I have to fight her, you guys, I'm sorry. Pray for me. I will. I'm saying that publicly because I know they're watching. If that's what they want me to do, I think I have to do it, because it doesn't make no sense for her to physically bump me and physically do stuff and feel like it's okay to get away with that. You know what I mean? We're grown, but if we have to physically have an altercation for her to understand, because she says she doesn't speak English, which that does have nothing to do with respect. It's a lot of people that I know, that I've been around, that don't speak English, but that doesn't give me a right to violate them in their space. I respect them even if I don't know what they are saying. It's common courtesy to say, if you're using something, let me go on the other side. It's common courtesy to say, I will not reach over you without you knowing I'm reaching over you, because what happened, if you reach up, you will bump me. That's common sense. You don't have to know English to know that. Okay, even if you're from another country and if that's what you guys do, but if you've been here long enough, you will know boundaries. You learn that as a kid, boundaries in school. They teach you simple pragmatics like that. So I'm just saying, forgive me, Father, in advance, because if I have to protect myself, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do everything I have to do necessarily. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys like, oh, don't worry about it, walk away. That would be the devil is a lie. If I sit there and tell you that's how I feel, I will be lying to you, tell you that I'm just gonna walk away if she pushes me again. It's not gonna happen. When I come back, she's probably gonna be outside. Cameras is gonna be rolling, because we're gonna be ready. Because like I said, as soon as I came outside, she wanted to make sure I seen her, that she came outside in her boxers. This lady ain't never came outside in no dang see-through boxers. Lack of class. That's a lack of class. Where's your husband at to throw some trash away? That's lack of class. I just can't, so that goes to show you what you're dealing with. You come through in some see-through boxers with a half-cut shirt on just so you can roll your eyes. I guess she thinks when she rolls her eyes, I'm supposed to get intimidated. I don't know what they're telling these people, because a lot of them in there think that we fear them for some reason, that they have the power over us. I know I'm rambling because, like, it's another neighbor that she feels it's okay to sit in her car and wait until I come home, and then as soon as I get there, get out the car. Or it's another, she feels like, the same lady feels like, oh, when you about to leave, I'm gonna sit in my car until you leave. And then when you sit there with them, she gets mad and she rolls her eyes. Like, what are you mad for? I'm just treating you how you wanted to be treated, right? So remember, let's stay prayed up. I know that's a lot to say after saying all of that. Vengeance, because vengeance should not be us, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm just being honest. Talk to you guys soon.